What do you do with
Farm.
the Bitcoin besides it just gather value?
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But like
We're
most
good.
of the people who are buying assets at some point
Yep.
want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor.
Yo, get on there and like the YouTube, brother.
There's a name for them. We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay.
What just?
Right? Like, the point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
Forever.
Right. I mean, right. But I mean, we can all look Bitcoin sort of as
Forever, Laura. People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor.
All right, should we count it
We
in?
call them poor.
Run it.
People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them.
Jack, what's up, buddy?
Dude, I could listen to that song on repeat all day. What is up, CC?
Bro, I'm just sitting in the same spot. Something tells me you're sitting in a different spot.
I am in a new scenery. Life is good. The sun is shining. It was raining earlier. We've had a little bit of everything. It's been fantastic. I got to spend 12 hours hanging out with my dog in a car, and here we are in just outside of Wichita, Kansas. Once again, we find ourselves here.
Well, I'm here.
Yeah. So
dude, we got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of questions. First, though, I want to say if you're watching this on X, you should be watching it on Pump Fun. But we wanted to put
go to Pump Fun
for you guys. But go to fucking Pump Fun. Pump Fun's where this is at. If you are watching us on X, though, do us a favor, like the stream, retweet the stream, drop a comment, get this thing boosted out so people can come find us. That said, you guys are looking at Jack, the CTO lead, chilling in Wichita. And when did you decide to head down there? And when did you sleep last?
Both good questions. I'm not sure I have an exact answer to. I mean, I've obviously been thinking about coming back since the minute I left the first time. But truthfully, probably yesterday at like 5 p.m. EST, I felt like I wanted to go, so I got in the truck and here we are. 14 hours later, drove through the night, showed up, checked out Wichita for a few hours this morning, and here we are. The Mars Project once again back on ground at Tanganyika Wildlife Park in Wichita, Kansas. Very exciting. And again, thank you to everyone who continues to show up, all the community members. This is a CTO. For those of you who may not have heard of the Mars Project before this, my name is Jack. I'm the CTO lead. I found the project on day one, really believed in it, started pushing it. Ultimately, Dev wanted out. Am I jumping the gun, CC, or am I good to go?
Keep rolling, dude. Don't worry about it. Good.
Yeah, so ultimately Dev wasn't cut out, didn't have what it takes. And, a cool part, one of the early lore stories of the Mars Project, this was as mutual of a CTO handover from the dev as I think you could ever imagine on Pump Fun. Had express written consent that he was turning over the project to a CTO. And ultimately, there were a few of us that came together on that day and decided we were going to continue the Mars mission. Obviously, when this was first launched, a big reason that it drew eyes was because 100% of creator rewards were going to Tanganyika Wildlife Park. We donated $2,300 as a community through creator rewards, and then this isn't an exact math, but I think it was around $500 from just other community members in order to accomplish the first mission, which was vote Mars. So Tanganyika held a name voting contest for the pygmy hippo Mars, who was born on June 26th. Cece, do you have the dates in front of you?
I do. Hang on one sec, dude. Yeah, so we're at 82 days ago. Little Mars.
Has it been 82 days, bro?
Yeah, coin launched
Jeez.
67 days ago. We've been live some way, shape, or form. It's the 58th day in a row and 56 days old for the CTO.
So 56 days ago, we came together after. Clap it up for everyone. It's been a big part of this from the very beginning that, CC and I and Yowie, who is also on the CTO team, and the entire community understood that this mission was about so much more than any individual. It was a great way to support a cause. And, ultimately it's been, pardon my French, but it's been fucking incredible that Mars was born at Tanganyika Wildlife Park. It's an incredible facility. I was here 3 weeks ago. I was here 3 weeks ago. Not only did I get to meet Mars, hang out with Mars, get a lot of content, I also got to meet the people who run this place. The COO was on our stream the first time. We can get into that a little bit later, CC, about some of our upgrades maybe. But she came on and gave her respects and was very thankful to the Mars project and this community. And ultimately, when this first launched, that was one of the first things I did. Was go look at Tanganyika and figure out who they were, what they were about, if it was, a legit place or not. I found out pretty quickly that it was very legit. They have a for-profit and a not-for-profit arm. They do a lot of great work for conservation worldwide, and they are one of the top, not only pygmy hippo breeding facilities, but of a lot of endangered species. They have over 100 different animal species on their property. The most hands-on animal experiences in the entire world are here in Goddard, Kansas at Tanganyika Wildlife Park. Whether that's feeding the pygmy hippos, feeding the rhino, swimming with the African black-footed penguins. I'm trying to remember all these. Petting the kangaroos, feeding the bunnies and tortoise. What else is there, CC? What else did I show you guys? There's 2 lions. Or tigers, sorry, there's 2 tigers. They don't have any lions. There's a leopard. CC, help me out, dude. What else? What did I miss? Oh, what is Rach's favorite? What is that owl? Edna is the name. I don't remember what kind of owl it is. But yeah, sorry, I could talk about Tanganyika and all of these animals for the whole time and then end the stream. But I know you guys want to hear about some other stuff.
For sure. So let's take a second there. Hang on, real
take a breath.
quick. So we've got ASJ Vibes in the house. Thanks for reposting the stream. We see Yowie in the house. Good to see you, brother. Repost the
Yowie.
Love ya. What else? We got Rach is on Pump Fun, of course, always.
Rach is a top hippo.
There's a few things you can count on, but you can count on Rach. So I just want to say what up to you guys. Before we jump any further, I wanted to run just one of these little videos just to kind of remind everybody sort of what we got on our hands here as far as Mars goes.
Sadly, the dizzying heights of popularity quickly fade. It's only been a few weeks since Mu Ding celebrated her first birthday in Thailand and was the world's favorite sassy pygmy hippo. But now, a pygmy hippo born right here in the U.S. is capturing the hearts of the nation. I want you to meet Mars, everybody. He's about to turn 1 month old. Shiny. Just look at that little face. Born in the Tanganyika, nailed it, Wildlife Park in Goddard, Kansas in late June. At birth, he weighed about 13 pounds, and is one of just 3 pygmy hippos calves born in the last year. So here in the States, we've got our own right now. Mars, whose dad is Pluto, is Posey, didn't go with the whole theme of the planets, made his public debut earlier this week, exploring the pools, playing in the mud, climbing the enrichment structures, and climbing on Mom 2, all while entertaining the visitors excited to see the tiny addition at the zoo. By the way, you should know pygmy hippos are classified as endangered, with fewer than 3,000 left in the wild and fewer than 450 in zoos. That little thing right there can get up to 600 pounds. So we say pygmy, but think hippo. The the birth of Mars is a pretty big deal.
Lara would be proud.
Did I do her proud?
Yeah, the animal beat.
Tell me a little bit about why you think the Mars project's so important as it relates to the conservation angle to this.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of good points were just made in that video. Ultimately, there's 44,000 species on the brink of extinction. Human beings are the only ones that can have any aid in stopping that, right? So, ultimately, this is a conservation mission. It is not just about Mars. It is not just about Tanganyika. It is about the entire ecosystem of the world coming together and understanding that we cannot leave the animals behind, and that goes for not only pygmy hippos, lemurs, things of that nature. It also goes for the natural habitats that all of these guys belong in and deserve to have on Earth, right? They don't deserve to have their entire ecosystem destroyed for our human gain. So it's something I'm very passionate about just in life. I think, this is an opportunity for us as a Web3 community. One, to ensure that where our dollars are meant to go, they are going, right? There's no outside hands on these dollars. We're converting, as of now, we're converting to USD and we're making donations. We're up over $9,100. That includes a couple of tickets that we've given away. We've given away a bunch of shirts. The staff at Tanganyika Wildlife Park is going. I don't have my shirt on because I have a busy few days coming up that I need to wear it for. But the staff at Tanganyika will have our shirts. Our shirts are going to be for sale in the Tanganyika Wildlife Park gift shop. And a cool part about this project, right, is we can give them those shirts out of the creator rewards, and they can sell those to their whoever the patrons at Tanganyika, or if it goes online eventually, and they can take 100% of those profits and put it right to needs that they need. So I guess that leads me right into, in the next few days, I see Hippo coming up across my screen from CC. Sorry, my dog is right here, dude.
We got Dana's in the comments saying what up. We got CA Crypto. We got Bitcoin Barbie showing
Barbie
up.
in the house.
Finally, some good coming from Pump. Oh yeah, we got a lot more to come.
Dude, this I almost want you to get into some of the live streaming stuff that you've been working on. This is quite the setup. So I'm excited. We've got some big upgrades. CC, I don't know if you want to go into it or you just want to leave it at that, and we're gonna continue to work some kinks out. But I think we're gonna have a lot better quality content coming out of this.
Got John Killa over on YouTube. What up, dude?
John Killa.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, dude. I mean, last time, we were working. We can pull that video up if you want. But last time, we were live
Can you
streaming.
hear that?
What?
Can you hear that?
What is that?
Okay, keep going.
All right. Last time you were live streaming with just your phone, straight to Pump Fun. So everything was pretty choppy. It was pretty rough. We were just kind of throwing it together last second. But this time's going to be a little different, right? I mean, we have a full streaming setup. The automatically reduces bit rate and all of that to make sure that you're coming through clear. Jack, you okay, buddy?
Yeah, dude, my dog's going whopping right now. Come here.
No, I literally can't hear him barking, dude. Does he make noise or is he?
Well, he sure is. No, he's actually mute. He just makes dude. There's some chickens right outside the front door, and he's not happy about it.
Yeah,
he's pretty upset that they're in his territory now. What were we talking about? Sorry, I completely threw you off there.
Dumb Money's here. What's up, Dumb Money on Pump Fun? Thanks for coming to Pump Fun, dude. Guys, if you're in here on X, we love that. But honestly, if you can, make it over to Pump Fun. Yeah, dude. So we just have a way different streaming setup. We've got a whole platform built that pumps right into Pump Fun. So everything you're going to see this time is going to be a lot more smooth and clear, which is awesome. And that's just for this visit, right? We've got some other stuff coming down the pipe for out here in the California scene. So that'll be interesting.
The Cali scene.
Cali scene. Yeah, we got a whole rig we're building out. So part of this will be getting out into the streets out in Venice, out in Santa Monica, pulling people over, seeing if they want to chat about the Mars project, and see if we can bring some people into the Army, dude. So that's pretty exciting. I did want to show you this, dude. Jack's favorite thing is
I'm going to get some water. Go ahead.
he likes to be seen on social media. So what's cool is I'm going to show you this real quick. We had a cool post today from the park, which was actually came from an interview that Jack did last time he was at the park, and it's actually going pretty viral right now. So I just want to play it for you guys so you can check it out. It's kind of cool.
What's your favorite animal here?
Oh, it's between the pygmy hippos and the capybaras.
Are you just saying that because I'm wearing a shirt that says the Mars Project? You can tell me the
No.
truth here.
No, it's the truth. I can't decide. I love them too much.
Okay. The next question is, what's with the socks?
What's with the socks? Well, the pool is slippery, so I
Okay.
figured it would give me some traction. And besides, I think it's a little bit less embarrassing to get my socks wet than it is to like slip and slide and fall into the pool.
Yeah,
So-
and I haven't seen you do the
Well,
full tumble yet.
Right.
I just gotta
so
say,
the socks work.
what is your favorite thing about Mars?
My favorite thing about Mars is how important he is to the species. There's a really skewed ratio in human care. There's a lot more females than there are males. So having another boy introduced to the population is amazing. So.
I want to just say thank you to you. Thank you to everyone who works here. I'm a very big wildlife enthusiast, and I think that you guys don't get enough respect. Working with animals is a very, not necessarily a bad job, but you have to show up every day, regardless of how you feel. And that's kind of what we preach in our community is we do everything. We wake up and what can we do for Mars today in conservation? So I want to make sure that you guys know how much we appreciate you, and we're very, very excited to continue to support Tanganyika. And I got a lot to do today. I mean, you guys have it all here. What should I go see right now next?
It's 2:30. I think that you need to make it to the tiger demo.
All right, let's go do it.
All right.
Perfect. What's your favorite animal here?
Oh, it's
So what's so cool about that, dude, is this isn't the first time we've been tagged as a collaborator with the park, right? But I think the caption on this one's pretty cool, right? I mean, they're literally talking about, there's a whole community cheering him on and supporting him, and doing so financially, right? I mean, we've given almost $10,000 to the park, to Mars, and it's cool, man. It's cool that they're sharing us with their audience and their community and kind of sort of cross promoting. So, pretty bullish, dude.
How's my audio out here? Is it terrible?
It's great. You sound fine.
No, it's not. It's not. Not for me. Not for me. I can't do it. The dog's gonna have to behave himself out there alone for a few minutes. Where are we at, CC? What else? What do we got to talk about? There's a lot to talk.
Well, dude, I guess I've got a whole bunch of questions I could ask you, but tell me what the game plan is here. Maybe starting with tomorrow. How long are you going to be in Kansas? What are some of the things that you're going to do this time around that maybe were a little different from last time? What can we expect to see? And if you need me to break that into 4 separate questions, let me know.
Why don't I just start yapping and you can tell me if I answer them all.
All right.
So the answer overall is we're going to play it by ear. But we learned some lessons obviously from last time. More importantly is we have a better relationship with everyone here. I mean, this is a small community. It's a small, privately owned, family, funded and operated facility. So these people are not only family to Tanganyika, but they have welcomed the Mars Project in with open arms. So I think you can expect to see a little bit more of like what was just shown. I am going to give away some tickets to some local Tanganyika Wildlife Park enthusiasts or a family or something. So expect to see us out in the real world, bringing people into Tanganyika. Listen, I'm just going to provide the information to some people about what a phantom wallet is. And if they want some free Solana to buy Mars with it, that may happen. But that's one of the coolest parts about this project is we really do have an opportunity to ensure that these animals do not get left behind in the Web3 run that we're on right now. Everyone here understands it. Everyone here, it's, unfortunately, is a PvP world. And on the other end of that is these animals are not going to fucking figure this out on their own, tell you that much. And without them, our ecosystem does not operate. In a time, especially in the United States, where it's a little bit of emotions are on edge, and people are, maybe fighting in real life, but ultimately fighting a battle of, good versus evil. And there's a lot of things that are happening that none of us have control over, none of us have asked for, none of us deserve, and truthfully, the animals deserve even less. They were here way before us. They're going to be here long after us. God put us on this earth with a conscious mind and the ability to influence change. So it would be wrong of us, and ultimately, that is my motivation. This project has the opportunity to do incredible things, not only for individuals, but for an entire community, for an entire species of animals, for all endangered species. And it ultimately is a real opportunity to create a community that is cross chain. And that's not fucking Solana to BNB. That is cross chain, across the world through conservation, onboarding people, teaching them the right ways to do things, and being, truthful and transparent in everything you do. I go to bed at night. Well, I try to go to bed at night, but when I lay down, I feel good about myself. I don't do things that I tell myself the truth. I say I'm going to do things and I do them. So I think that is a big part of this project, and it's been really fucking cool to see the community come together.
So talk to me. I want to come back to well, let's start with this. So this week we'll be actually getting the wallet address for the park, right? So
Indeed.
to me that's the moment where the Mars Project officially bridges the gap from Web3 into the real world, specifically into conservation. So tell me about that, what the significance is, and sort of how you see that setting our project apart.
Yeah, so obviously we've been in some long discussions with Tanganyika at different levels. At the end of was it the end of last week? What day is it? Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday.
Bro, you're supposed to.
September 16th, bro.
I told you, bro. I told you. There's a few screws loose today. I need some sleep. I'm not firing on all cylinders. Yeah, so at the end of last week, and I also did not answer your question. I will be here. We will be live on Pump Fun in some capacity for the Mars Project in Goddard, Kansas for the next 10 plus days. I'll just leave it at that. What was the next question? Oh, the blockchain. Yeah, I mean, so at the end of last week, we got confirmation from Matt, the owner of the park, that the cold storage wallet is on site. They are setting it up. We provided our guidance and the information and expertise that, not only CC and I have, but we've, the entire community. We have people who do, nonprofit in the real world. We have CC, who's a business owner in the shipping industry. Yowie is a master of everything in the dark web. It seems he just comes out of his closet and blesses us with some pretty cool shit all the time. So it's been an entire team effort, and after the conversations with them, we provided kind of a couple different avenues that we could run this thing that would really legitimize it. And ultimately, Tanganyika understands but the potential of this is. Like, the COO's mom was trying to buy Mars tokens on Solana on a Phantom wallet and couldn't figure it out.
Well, so talk to me about, okay, so what bringing the park, I'm just calling it the crypto zoo. That's what I'm calling it. We know it's not a zoo, right? It's different, but the crypto zoo. So bringing it on chain, what opportunities does that open up for the Mars Project? But more importantly, what opportunities does that open up for Tanganyika Wildlife Park?
Well, the first and I guess maybe most important, just in my head, is that it all becomes very trackable, very transparent, right? And as a CTO, ultimately my responsibility as the CTO lead at the end of the day is to ensure that these dollars are going where the community has said that they're going to go. So it's a weight off my shoulders for sure that we can send this from the Creator Reward wallet directly to them on the blockchain. What does that exactly look like? What are we going to be sending in terms of currency? I'm going to be at the park for the next 10 days, so I think we're going to figure that out pretty quickly. But ultimately, what's more important is teaching them what that opportunity now presents to them, right? I'm just going to call it what it is. This is a business that is being run at a deficit. They understand what Web3 provides. And there's a community here that understands giving them truthful and transparent information helps all of us in the long run. And ultimately, that's what this project is really about. It is about saving the ecosystem of the fucking earth. We are destroying it as human beings at an excessive rate over the last 100 years. It's unsustainable. Everyone on the news outlets that you're watching talking about sustainability is flying around on private fucking jets. We have an opportunity for the people to come together, not only of the United States, but from around everywhere around the world, to come together and put direct dollars back into conservation through Web3 that, ultimately there's always winners and losers, but this is your ability to make donations towards a good cause and potentially make profits on your own too. So every transaction generates creator rewards. Since Project Ascend in the last 2 weeks, we've seen a 10x in rewards. We don't need to get into too many numbers right now, but it's roughly between a 10 and 4x depending on what your market cap is. So we've had $2,100, $2,000, $1,000. This is reverse order. $1,000, $450, $300, 4 tickets to the zoo, $2,300. I probably missed one in there, but that is what our donation timeline has looked like. Obviously, in the beginning, it was we went. I mean, how many days? 19 days from submission of creator rewards to the first drip of creator rewards. So for 19 days, there was a group of hippos at 60K not getting creator rewards, hanging out and having fun in the name of conservation. So let's not forget what brought us to this point. This is supposed to be enjoyable. This is supposed to be a project where you can put your money in and go touch some fucking grass. A pretty cool thing is I am, the Mars project has been donated from Tanganyika a season pass. I'll just say that opens a lot of doors, and I'm going to let you guys think about what that means in the future. But if you're in Kansas, if you're anywhere near Kansas in the next 10 days and you want to come to Tanganyika Wildlife Park, shoot me a DM and I will pay your admission. You can come hang out. You don't even have to be on stream. I won't even make you get on stream. Don't even have to dox yourself. Actually, I'm going to put you to fucking work. You can come hold the camera and I'll pay your admission. But seriously, that is what this is about. That is why we're going to go out into the world and give tickets away, or at least spread the message of conservation of Mars. Tell people that Tanganyika exists right here in Kansas, in Middle America. It is surrounded by people who are just like you and I, and they deserve our support. Tanganyika Wildlife Park deserves our support. Because ultimately they are doing things that are changing the world, and it is not an easy fucking task. It's not an easy job to take care of these animals every day. It's a great reminder. We get to wake up, roll over, and send a tweet out about a baby pygmy hippo, and we get to have some laughs. We get to hang out. We get to joke. These keepers and everyone who works there, all of the staff, whether they feel good or not, if it's their day to come and take care of Mars, they have to show the fuck up and take care of Mars, because no one else is going to do it, and he's not going to do it on his own. And at the rate we're going, we're just going to keep destroying him. So,
question
cut me off.
Trust me, I have no problem doing it. Question from Pump Fun: is there a donation wallet?
Like for other people to donate to?
I think that's what they're asking.
No, there is not. There is not right now, and that's intentional. It is intentional because these creator rewards ultimately belong to Mars. It is a way for you to make a contribution, doing something you love in Web3, being a trader, right? That's what this is all about. This is all a fucking game, man. Let's not get it twisted. This is not real life. This is not what is important. The amount of money you have does not fucking matter. It is about the words you speak and the actions that you take in the world at the end of the day. So this should be fun, and you should have the ability to make a donation to conservation, support an incredible cause, and it gives you the opportunity to win at the same time. And I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna end it there.
I'm gonna drop a link in the chat for the MarsProject.us.
There's a GoFundMe.
Yeah, if you do just want to donate straight to the park, you can 100% do that. We have a GoFundMe set up. There's a link right on the website.
They take cash on the website too. Just type in Tanganyika Wildlife Park cash donation. and that'd be
There's
great.
links on both on our website that will take you to not only Tanganyika but to the GoFundMe if you prefer to donate direct to the park. We love that. Question, and this is I guess could go into a larger question, right? Which would be, what do you want to accomplish? What other initiatives do you think you see coming down the pipe while you're there? And the question from Palm Fun is, how much would it cost to hook up the enclosure with weatherproofed cameras? Great question.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give a number. However, I'm gonna refrain from speaking on that. I would like to take that to a private conversation because I don't want to say anything that may not be true. But that would be something that we would just price out
It's
and
something
give
that we're
receipts.
interested in, right? Increasing the
Yeah.
park's visibility through live streaming is one of the things that we'll be talking about for sure. As we've learned at least how to do it, and obviously, exposure to a live stream from Mars would be a great thing. So we have the one angle, right? Would we like to try to see if we can expand that? 100%. So we'll have that conversation, but there's nothing's promised at this point.
Well, here's what I'll actually say that doesn't relate to money. If we want to do that, Tanganyika would work with us. I can
Sure.
confidently say that. So it's something that the CTO team has definitely talked about extensively, and that is part of the reason that I am here. I can provide that support. They're busy. They're not. They don't have a bunch of employees that have downtime. They don't have people just lingering around. I mean, you go there and you will go feed the pygmy hippo, turn around, walk to another exhibit, and the zookeepers are already there that you just talked to that somehow are now there in a wetsuit ready to give you the experience of a lifetime, the only place in the world that you can swim with African black-footed penguins. And I got to do that, and it's 100% worth all of it. The question was like kind of longer term, bigger vision here. Ultimately, I think a place like this should be free to everybody that wants to enjoy the animals. How does that look? I think there's many ways to get there, and I think there's many ways that um, are viable options. And ultimately, that would be the goal. Something I've said from the very beginning of this is that this Web3 community will be the largest philanthropic donator to wildlife conservation in the entire world. It is an opportunity that we have. It is well within our fucking grasp. And we can do it as a community, having fun and supporting all, Mars is a great embodiment of America and a great a great pygmy hippo to get behind. They ultimately, what these pygmy hippos want is they want to live in places like Sierra Leone, by themselves, very secluded in the dense vegetation, not bothered, and they want to come out at night, have a little bit of food, and go back to sleep. Right. So that is ultimately what we are trying to restore in the entire ecosystem of the world. We want people to enjoy
I know,
themselves.
like when we talked to Lindley originally, I know like that's legitimately their goal, right? Is to repopulate these endangered species back into their native homes, right? And there's obviously a lot of things that have to occur first, right? You have to stabilize the population, you have to stabilize the environment, and obviously there's all kinds of things going on in the regions that these animals are native. But that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
I mean, and that could be 5 years away. That could be 20 years away, right? Hard to say. But I want to talk about Pump Fun a little bit.
One more thing on that same
Okay.
subject.
Yeah,
One more
sure.
thing. I think the incredible opportunity that this presents is the onboarding of all of the institutions that do things like this, whether it be for conservation, whether it be for human poverty. There are so many dollars that the humans, the citizens, the normal people are willing to donate and give to these organizations. The big fucking problem is there's too many goddamn hands in the pot. Right. So, ultimately our $10,000 that we donate goes so much further than any grant or any federal funding that they're going to get. One, that shit takes forever. Two, they just don't get it because they just don't get them. I'm just going to end it there.
That's good.
And three, it is an opportunity for you to make a direct impact. A simple transaction is a donation to conservation. Simple as that. All right, CC, moving on.
So, I mean, we're competing in the space, right? I mean, people have one Solana and they want to put it somewhere, right? They've got to make a decision. Okay, well, most people are going to just try to, get rich quick, try to hit a flip, right? Some people like to buy projects that they believe in and they have, a little bit of a longer term vision. Who is the Mars project for when it comes to like a crypto investor?
Everyone. I think ultimately what it boils down to is wanting to be a part of something bigger than yourself. As someone who spent some time in the army and playing team sports growing up, it's something that I long for as an adult male human being, right? We all want somewhere where we can go, where we feel, whether it be understood or at least just accepted to, be present there. That is ultimately who this is for, and my belief in the world is that everyone is looking for that and everyone can benefit from it. I'm I will never be able to thank Mars as much as I would like to. Just everything, how it has fallen into place from when he was born to where he was born to the people who rallied around this. Way back when we were just having fun shilling a 60K market cap coin with very little to look forward to. I mean, dude, we had nothing to look forward to. Let's just be real. Like at that point, creator rewards as a CTO had just been kind of a thing. We didn't know much about Tanganyika. We obviously had a few conversations in the first few days, but yeah, it was just a group of people that understood what happens when a small group of people put their mind to something. And with everything else going on in this space, if at least we can provide a community that one is very transparent and focused on building a real community, I think that is the most important part of all of this. And ultimately, it's for the people that don't give a shit about it either. Come trade the chart. Come put 10 soul in it. Take it out respectfully when you're done. Simple as that. Come have some fun, make some fucking transactions. Let's get some volume in the chart, and let's donate some goddamn money, huh?
I like that. I tell you this, buddy,
Anyways,
I just pulled up
Chief,
our.
shut up. My dog's killing me right now. Chief, come here, dude.
I just pulled up our site, and people are buying shirts, buddy.
Yeah. So
Pretty
did we
cool.
already talk about that?
What part of it?
I think we did talk about it. One, they're on the website. 100% of profits go. Yeah, please.
Take a look.
100% of the profits go back into the project. What's the numbers? It's like I think we don't make anything, but I think we make $20 as a community on the shirts.
It's like
Um,
it's 1785.
There you go.
We'll just tell
So
everybody straight up. I mean, how it works, right? And
we sent.
eventually the cost of goods goes down, right, as we scale this. But the way it stands now, this shirt, there's $17.85 of profit in that shirt.
We've sent a bunch of them out. That is part of this is bridging this into the real world. I know I've gotten the last time I was here, I wore my shirt. There was at least 15, 20 people that scanned the QR code and a hell of a lot more that were interested in it. So we sent 5 of them over here to some of the staff. We just provided them the link that they're putting out to their communities. And we're also very close to having them in the gift shop. So there's a few things that we need to nail down on how that's exactly going to work, and then we'll have a vote as a community. But Tanganyika has agreed. There's no question about if, it's just when. So yeah, and they're pretty cool shirts. You'll see me in it every day for the next 10 days. That's for sure.
Dude, let's talk about.
Look at.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you can even see him. He's
What's
just
he
sitting here.
Why is he
just
staring like
sitting
that, bro?
Bro, he just sits here and stares at me and whines like a little kid. It's the craziest thing ever. Come here. It's not like he spent 14 hours. Dude, don't out me on here.
Come here.
Dude,
You're kidding me. Chief. Come on, man.
he's he's so dude, I swear he knows when I'm getting on these spaces and getting on Pump Fun. He knows what's happening. He just riles me up. Get out of here. Send him to the farm, man.
Yeah,
All right, you gonna grill me with another question? What else you want to know?
well, dude, I'm looking at the current menu for live streams on Pump Fun, and I guess I got to ask you, like, how do we stand out in Pump Fun? Like, what's our plan for trying to be, essentially one of the top streams, if not the top stream on Pump Fun? And why does that matter? Or does it?
I think it matters. Ultimately, Pump Fun is the platform that allows us to do this and allows us to continue to have opportunity to do it. So yeah, it is definitely important. I mean, obviously, the next few days are going to be pretty easy to have ways to stand out, but I have a hard time talking about it because I really don't want to be negative or like say things that seem like I'm talking shit.
I'll talk about
But
Pump Fun. You wanna talk
ultimate,
about it?
yeah, I mean,
Dude,
I've
talk
watched
about it.
some of the
I mean,
streams.
dude, look at the streams right now. Like, let's just go look. And I'm not, by the way, I'm not like trying to talk shit on anybody who has a Pump Fun stream. What I will say though is that what it seems to me like, I mean, you can just look at these, right?
I'm just looking at us right now.
Yeah, there's some really cool shit on here, dude. Like, give is awesome. These guys are literally giving money to people and changing their lives. But I'll just say it. Most of what you're seeing, I didn't even put this up here.
No, that's what I said. I was just looking at us.
Yeah. So like most of these are, I mean, people are just rushing. It's literally a gold rush, right? There's a Venice Beach Cam. That's cool. I'm gonna go figure out who that is and go meet him and say what's up. There's a lot of streams on here that are, I guess some of them are provocative. Some of them are like pranksters are doing crazy shit. I mean, Bagwork's wild. People are getting out in public and doing, strange things, whatever. People are chasing clout and trying to get attention. That's what most of this is. And that's great. And it's going to work for a while, but eventually those folks are going to get tired. It's going to get played out. And what's going to be there are quality projects that have already built like a really solid foundation of community and a floor on the chart and are doing something meaningful that has a longer story arc, that are also parallel alongside of their crypto project are building a live streaming element, right? And we kind of did that a little bit when we were at the park last time. We've been integrating it more and more slowly. But going forward, starting today, we are going to be all over fucking Pump Fun. And we are the only project in there that's donating 100% of everything to something that really means something. And so I think you're going to see more. You're going to see us on here more in place of spaces. We'll still be doing spaces. And you're also going to see, I'll be out mobile. I'll be out on the streets out here in California. I'll be out on the boardwalk talking to people, pulling them up with a microphone. Hey, have you ever heard of Mars? Have you heard of pygmy hippos even? What do you think about wildlife conservation? What do you think about crypto? What if we brought the two together, right? And really spreading the mission into the real world. And so I think we've got a really good chance, especially with the timing. Dude, sorry, you got me in a lane, bro. Before Project Ascend, we went live on Pump Fun. There were 7 streams on there, bro. We were number 1 on Pump Fun the whole time. Now there's like 15 pages, bro. And all these people are going to come. The chart's going to do shit, or it's going to go high. It's going to come down. Some of them will actually build something and stay there. But when the dust settles from this initial wave of sort of unplanned, uncalibrated, just throwing darts at the board approach that a lot of people are taking, there will be a few projects still standing, and we will be one of them.
Yeah,
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, the 2 points I was going to make is one, the reason we don't run a 24-hour live stream right now is because we're not going to put out bullshit. Like, we have a high level of standard. We're going to make sure once that 24-hour live stream is running that it's quality content, it's purposeful, it does something for the project. We're not just going to put out shit to put out shit. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, we have staying power that you're not going to find. And that's not even mentioning me and CC. We have community members that have been here since day one, if not day one of the CTO. We have a relationship that has been tried and tested with with some bullshit early on in this. And ultimately that is what CC and I and Yao understand, is that this is a game of attrition. If you have the right mission and you have the right narrative, all you have to do is continue to show up, and 90% of your competition is going to go away on their own accord. And then it's what you do from there. It goes the same with the chart, right? It's 70% sideways. So what you're doing 70% of the time when there's not that much movement on the chart is what makes you successful in the long run. So I think if nothing else, we have staying power. These rewards are going to go to Tanganyika Wildlife Park for as long as God wakes me up every morning. So there's nothing that is going to stop this project. And let's be real. One, Tanganyika being on board with Web3 is a crazy opportunity. A lot of places would look at us and not even listen or field our questions. So call it fate, call it luck, call it whatever you want. That is a big part of this. And two, it is not a zoo. This is a privately owned and operated wildlife park. They have the freedom to do things that other places would not be able to do. And we've built a trusting relationship with them because we are transparent, that we're gonna get to try some shit. Like that's the coolest part about this, is we're gonna get to legitimately try to bridge Web3 and wildlife with the help of Tanganyika Wildlife Park, and we're gonna do it in a way that can benefit everybody.
All right, dude.
That's
So
it.
we've been rolling for 45 minutes. What do you say we pull the flaps
Go to
back,
bed.
start getting this plane back to the ground? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel great about that, because I gotta be honest with you, I'm thinking about bed and getting to the park tomorrow.
For
About
sure.
all I can think about.
So, dude, I got one last question for you, and then we'll close this up. And before
All
I
right,
ask
see if
that,
I got
do you
an
have
answer.
any housekeeping, anything you want to say to everybody before we close it up? Final question.
Let me give me 10 seconds of silence here. How's that sound,
Yeah,
everybody?
that's fine.
I'm a big fan of
let's go ahead
silence.
and have a moment of silence for everybody who's cheated our chart. I can't.
You know
wait.
what? Let's actually
Cannot believe this. You're selling this chart
let's
right now. What are you?
let's have a 10-second moment of silence. One, for everyone who's doing that, and two, for everything that has happened over the last, let's just call it, few days. Let's just have a moment of silence in good nature of the entire worldly ecosystem.
All right, Jack. We're back. I'm going to
I don't
close
have
it
any
out.
housekeeping items.
I'm going to give you
Land the
one
plane,
question.
CC.
I'm going to give you one question. Well, first, what should everybody expect as far as our next maybe live stream or
Expect tomorrow afternoon,
cool. Okay.
Central Time.
Sweet.
Sometime after 12 noon Central.
Okay.
And
I want to
10
speak to
plus
them.
days.
We're gonna pull this live stream. We're gonna clip it up and get it out on the timeline. You guys being at the park, I think we all understand like how valuable this is for so many reasons. For the relationship, for the attention to the project, for money in and out of the chart, which is donations to the park. This is what it's all about, And so thank you, Jack, for driving literally all night to be there, for spending 10 days in Wichita, doing the work on the ground. We can do a lot on the phone, a lot on the email, but really the good work's done in person. So thank you for that. With that said, guys, we've got to push this thing out. Like I've been saying all week, we have one hell of a story. This isn't the main event because there's going to be a lot of them, but this is a major event that we're here. So let's make some noise on the timeline. Let's get new eyes on the project. And Jack, I got one last question for you. If someone is hearing about Mars for the very first time right now, what's the one thing you want them to walk away with?
It is your human responsibility to ensure that conservation happens. And it is not that hard. Whether it be picking up a piece of trash, supporting your local animal rescue, whatever it is your responsibility, and it is not that hard. That's
Cool.
it.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for hopping on here. I know you're tuckered out, so you and Chief go get some Z's, bro.
I'll be
we'll
on the
carry-
timeline. You know, I'll be
Oh,
on the timeline until way
yeah.
too late.
Yeah, you'll be falling asleep in Spaces probably 5 hours from now. But
Don't out me, dude. Don't out me. I
thanks,
never would.
thanks to everybody who popped in here. 1.5 thanks to everybody who jumped into Pump Fun, guys. Appreciate you going over there. If you're on X, thank you very much. Make sure you retweet this, drop a comment in there, and yeah, stay tuned, guys. We'll be back here live tomorrow at the park.
See you tomorrow, buddy.
All right, brother.
Peace.